guys, and we are here with something very special.
Hi there.
What is your name?
I'm Cicero.
And what is your name?
I'm Gordon.
Okay. And what do you two do?
Well, I'm a puppeteer.
And I'm a puppet.
Okay.
That's my job. I work as a puppet. Yeah. It's not a great job, but somebody's got to do it.
What is your company or business, and what do you do?
We're the Puppet Forge. Mm-hmm. We're out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Most of what I do is video puppetry, either for film, video, or internet.
So, kind of like the comparison of Jim Henson's workshop.
A lot like Jim Henson, only not so dead.
Ow!
It's been 25 years, dude.
Okay.
Too soon?
Yeah. Too soon after 25 years. Okay, what got you into this?
I actually worked in special effects for 25 years. And then after I got tired of that ulcer, I decided to move over into puppetry. I kind of dropped the special effects thing and moved over into puppets full time.
What would you say is the big difference between special effects to puppets?
Special effects is a lot of really specific, very precise work. And you're constantly working under the hardest of deadlines for impossible expectations. And you get a lot more slack when you're doing puppets. People accept a lot more when you're working with puppets, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Even the corniest jokes go over when you're doing a puppet.
So, as you look at this photo, you will see the front of their booth, and you'll see that they have a line of puppets, finger puppets, to very detailed to simplistic. But this little guy, I would say he's very detailed.
Yeah, I'm pretty detailed. I got all kinds. I don't have any legs, but I can get some. I'll make some over the weekend.
Now, would you call those fur bumps or warts?
Those are my Dalek bumps.
They're Dalek bumps?
I'm randomly infected with Dalek.
So I take it you're a Doctor Who fan?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm also a time traveler, except when I travel through time, it's unidirectionally and at a 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay, who is your favorite Doctor Who?
There's only one. He changes faces, but there's only one guy.
Well, which is your favorite face of Doctor Who?
I got to say Baker. I got a little Baker action going on here with the scarf. Followed by Tennant. A little Tennant. He's pretty suave. I got the Tennant hair. See that? So yeah.
Now, who would you say is one of your biggest inspirations when it comes to doing puppetry?
Obviously, any of the Jim Henson folks. Jim Henson didn't do it all by himself.
No.
And
Frank Oz and all those
Frank Oz and Jerry Jewell and Dave Goelz and all those guys. But I'm also a big fan of Sid and Marty Krofft. And so, a lot of my design aesthetic comes from being a child of the 70s, growing up watching H.R. Pufnstuf. So.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Now, where can we find your work at?
Actually, there are 3 really good websites. The first one is thepuppetforge.com. And then there is Transylvania-TV.com, which is for my show. Which is it's all puppets. It's for grown-ups. It's not for kids. Don't take your kids there. And then we also just got done finished with shooting a brand new web series called Vermin. So that will be available at verminshow.com.
And what would that be about?
Vermin is actually guest starring Trace Ballou from Mystery Science Theater. Dr. Forrester is our guest star.
Nice.
And the show itself is about rats that work in a testing lab as their day job.
I like it already because I don't think there's anything really like that out there.
Yeah, that's the fun of puppets. You get to explore really weird concepts.
That's cool. And are we ever going to get to see this guy?
Maybe. Maybe. There's a couple of concepts that I'm working on that maybe he'll show up in. We'll see.
Okay, now
Be nice.
now for a lot of people that may not understand the Hensonism or the Dunhamism of being able to shut yourself off and put the puppet on. Could you kind of explain how you do that to get into your character?
Generally, when you're working with a puppet, if you're doing television puppetry, you're working on a monitor, so you are watching yourself, third person. You are seeing on the monitor what the camera sees, and so everything is reversed. So that's one way that once you embrace that, you learn to disconnect your brain from what you feel to what's on the camera. But also, you've got to take all of this, everything as an actor, everything that you use as a tool, and you got to put it out here. You got to take your brain and stick it out on the end of your arm so that suddenly you're living out here. I mean, I find it hard to stop moving my hand when I'm talking, and so it's,
Do you ever do it without the puppet?
I do, just to practice. A lot of times, when we did Vermin, all of my puppeteers, most of them were new, and so I told them, what you need to do is when you're in the car, you just sit there and do this. Listen to the radio, sing along with the radio, and do this. And don't be dangerous in the car, but you can sit there and you can move your hand and talk like that, and still, or when you're at home, if you're listening to music or whatever, having dinner, and plus, I also tell them you always got to have your hand over your head when you're doing it, because most of the time you're working on a raised set. So yeah, he's dead now. See?
He's dead now.
See, I gave him up. He's all over. He's just a bag. There he goes.
I was going to ask you a question.
Well, I'll get him back. I'll get him back.
Gotta ask you
Excuse me.
two more.
Rebooting. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I got two really important questions for you.
All right.
Okay,
Important.
yes.
All right.
Who's cooler, you or Kermit the Frog?
Oh, Kermit the Frog is superlative. You don't diss the frog at all. You don't do that because he could be watching. He could be listening right now. He's owned by Disney, Yeah.
Okay, now
I have a better tailor, but you wouldn't catch me naked with just a pointy collar, my friend. No way.
sounds like a music video. Okay, who's better, Jim Henson or him?
Think about it. Think hard.
Jim Henson.
I want to say it's an honor to have you on the show,
Nice to meet you as well.
and thank you so much.
Thank you.
And make sure that you can find them online.
Yep.
And where can they have you take them back?
The basic place to find us is thepuppetforge.com.
And can they find you on Facebook or Twitter or anything?
Yep, we have. I have a Twitter account. I have a Facebook account. So
You need to go.
It's all out there.
Look. And we will have some photos on our page. You have to check out his amazing work. It is just really awesome.
Thank you.
And I will do have to say, it puts me in that land of Jim Henson, Dark Crystal kind of style. Very impressed.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks
Appreciate
again.
it.